Hey guys, this is a recap for today, and I'm pissed. I'm mad. I don't know what have been going on with me. Well, if I would have showed you my chart before my I crashed out, I was really I was doing everything so good, everything from bias to SMT to point of interest to PD arrays in the OTE and everything, and things played out. I don't even remember what my first trade was. Mm, it was around here. So if we will drop to the 5 minute and we will just put the 10 a.m. open. This was my trade idea. I know it seems quite small, but this was the first trade that I took. No, the second trade that I took. There was another one, but I got stopped out. But this is the second one. I traded all the way from here. 4 point stop loss and 42%, 42 point um take profit. I think my yeah, it was probably here, and then I entered here. And I know this may look like a small win, but it is a win. 40 points is like times 10 is 80, and then no, it's 800, and then we have the we have the times 2, which is basically what, an $800 trade. If you remember, on Thursday I was down 800, so it would first basically bring me back to break even, and that's what I wanted to do at first. But no, I was greedy as fuck, and price reached this area, and I decided not to take the trade, and it reached this area, and I decided again not to take a trade. And it was because I had this range, and I really thought that this was the accumulation period, this is the manipulation, and this is the distribution. I had weekly profile as well, and this is way more complicated than it should be, so I won't explain it now. I had my, you can see this 15 minutes here, this one. That's basically why I lost, because the first 15-minute fair value got disrespected, and then there's the second one right here. And when it got respected, I decided to take my trade base off that, and got stopped out. Like, I was debating the whole trade if I should take my TP here to the 10 a.m. open, or maybe I should trade all the way down here. And I was up like 700, and then it went up, and then I had another chance and it went up again, and then last chance was here and my TP was here, so I basically missed the whole move, got stopped out, and got very mad. Now you can see I'm down 611 bucks, and my best trade is 1,000 back, so it's kind of crazy. I'm on the green side today, but I'm not proud of it. This is what the trade is looking like. This is the first trade that I lost, decent. Second one, all right. I usually risk half, but this time it played out perfectly, so I decided to let it play. And then the third one, I took another short, I think, yeah. And then I saw price going against me so much, and there's an SMT everywhere and everything, and I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to put a long here, find some point of interest to target, and I stepped out basically after winning that trade. So if this was the fair value gap that I waited for price to go to the CE point of it, and I was entering around here, it was 60, yeah, it was 67 points, I'm not kidding. So this is it, and I had no stop loss, dead ass. I had no stop loss, but only by the end I put my stop loss at 300 plus. But yeah, so everything I said yesterday on Thursday was basically bullshit, because I was greedy. I wanted to hit that 2,000, 1,000, 3,000 trade, but instead I And that's what I shouldn't have done. I should have just get this 700 bucks trade, be only down 100 instead of 600, and not pay back. And building myself back again, like I promised y'all I will do. And this is the reality of how I trade. I'm just greedy and I want more. And when I don't get more, I revenge trade. And when I revenge trade, I'm basically losing myself. And now I'm here. So maybe I didn't blow the account today, and this was all luck. And thank God I didn't, because as soon as I got into back into my senses, I just locked myself out. You can see I have 5 hours left. But the idea of me not being down only 100 is crazy to me, and it's disappointing. And I am so I'm so pissed, because I just could have. It's not even about the money, it's about me making promises to myself that I can't keep. And if I can keep promises, then what am I, bro? A fucking liar? To who? To you? You doesn't matter. You don't make me you're not sitting in front of the charts and analyzing shit for me. I do that. And when I don't, I end up losing more and more. Today I was gaining, quote unquote gaining, but this gain was meaningless because it could have been way better. Not because of the money. Like you see, the trade was bigger. Yes, I hit 1k trade today, but that's not it, bro. I could have took this 700 deep, even 800, and just be at break even again and enjoy myself. So now I have a little bit more room to wiggle with. I basically can blow my account because I don't want to act like that again. So I will basically, you know what, fuck it, I'm making promises. If on Monday I'm trading and I'm taking more than one trade, win or lose, and I'm scaling my contracts, instead of 5 I'm taking 10 10 contracts. The only way I will allow myself to take a trade with 10 contracts, well, you know what? The only way I will allow myself to take a trade with more than 5 contracts, it's only when the stop loss is less than 10 points. That's it. 10 points or less. That's it. And I make a promise and I vow and I swear on that, on my mama, bro. I'm done playing. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to make all this money. If not next week, then in a month, and if not in a month, then in 3 months. But this funded account is not going to get blown until I get a payout. And if I don't, then I'm a bitch, bro. And if I'm a bitch, then you know what? Fuck it, gang. I'm not going to lose again. I'm done with that. I will lose, but at least it will be a calculated lose. It won't be a lose out of anger, impatience, greediness. It will be out of me seeing the market for how it is and just trading based off that. And if I lose once, then I'm out. I'm out. If I lost, let's say, $100, then I have another 100 to risk. But I'm not going to let this $100 turn out to be 500, because that's not what I'm going to do. So, as I said, my promises to you and to myself, and more importantly to the future, to my future self, no more than 5 contracts, unless the stop loss is 10 points or less. You know what? 12 points or less. One trade a day, and if I risk less than 150 or less, then fuck it. I'm going to take another trade, risking 150 to 100. That's the range I'm giving myself, to lose 250 each day. Second, what my third promises was the kill levels. I'm targeting only the kill levels. So if I'm going back to the situation I was today, if I have the 10 a.m. open right here, and I'm getting into this kind of trade, with 40 points TP, then all I'm gonna say is fuck it and trade it and just go for 40 points. That's it. That's not a 10 a.m. That's it. No, yes, 40 points. That's it. You can see that's a nice trade, bro. 5 8 RR, and I decided to just ditch this trade for the sake of making more profit. You can see how it tapped perfectly to my level and just swooped it out. And yeah, and the news, bro, they got me fucked up today. I didn't even notice. So yeah, I will look more for news, bro. I didn't even notice, and when I got stopped out, it's not the news fault, but again, the trade when there is fucking news and you are still in a trade is fucking insane to me. So anyway, no more than 5 contracts unless the stop loss is 10 points or less, 12 points or less. Second, if my TP is right here, like if my TP is at my key level perfectly, playing out nicely, it doesn't matter, key level, OTE, PDRA, fair value gap, whatever, that's where I'm targeting. I'm not going to make this stupid mistake of trying to hit 500 points trade. Like trying to get all of this liquidity out is fucking insane, bro. And third of all, if I lose once and it's 150 or less, then I will be allowed to take another trade. If I'm and there's need to be some spaces between the trades. I can take a trade right after it, like losing and then entering again and entering again and entering again. I'm not going to do that. If the loss is less, is 150 or less, cool, I will take another trade. If not, if it's more than 150, damn, I found a new glitch. Anyway, if it's more than 150, I'm done, bro. Even if it's 155, if I'm seeing up there 151, I swear to you, I'm not taking a second trade. This is what my fucking PNL looking like. That's insane to me, bro. Even though I hit the $1,000 trade, it doesn't matter, cause I fucking revenge traded that. And when you revenge trade, you know what happens. And I could have been just down 100, but it's not the idea of the money that I've lost today. It was never mine. The idea of me again losing myself for the same mistakes I did a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 months ago, whatever, bro. This is crazy. This is insane. This is stupidity, and this is not me, gang. And I'm starting to dislike the idea of me sitting in front of the charts making thousands in a day, work in only 1 hour. Like that's crazy. Each trade that I revenge trade is me going back to that loop of getting up at 7 a.m, getting ready to work, going back at 5 a.m, 6 a.m, whatever, 6 p.m, and basically becoming a bot, a screw in the industry or whatever you want to call it. So fuck it, I'm going to make sure my shit is going on straight. I will do some research about psychology, and I will make sure I will be the greatest at what I'm doing. Yeah, this just looks sad, but remember this. Please remember this page. Remember these horrors that you're seeing right now, because I'm giving myself 2 days, bro. 2 days for this to be up, for this to be up, for good. This to be up. I don't care about this, as I said. This and this one. That's all I want. 1, 2, 3 to the key to the key level to the to the key level to the PDRA to the standard deviation, OTE, whatever. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, God bless you all. I hope you all enjoyed this Friday, and I hope you all will take my word seriously. Cause if you want, I don't give a fuck. Actually, I need to take my word seriously. Anyway, enjoy your weekend. Goodbye.